Good evening. I would like to call this meeting to order. Mrs. Good, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Evans, would you take roll, please?
Dr. Ludwig, Mr. Sirota, Mrs. Rothman, Mrs. Good, Dr. Kim, Mrs. Sherpier, Mrs. Franczyk, Mr. Rapsky, Dr. Levinowitz, all present.
Thank you. First on the agenda this evening will be the election of a temporary president. Nominations are now in order for the office of temporary president.
I would like to nominate Vanessa Good.
Are there any other nominations? If not, is there a motion to close nominations? I'm sorry. Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor of closing nominations signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Excellent. I get to turn over the microphone.
Thank you very much. What I'd like to say right now is ask the public if there's any participation as to the election of officers. That's all we're opening up public comment for right now. No comments? Okay. Next on the agenda is the election of board president. Nominations are now in order for the office of board president. Ms. Ludwig?
I nominate Art Levinowitz.
Are there any other nominations for president? That's okay. It's not necessary, but that's okay. Okay, there being no other nominations, then all in favor of closing nominations agree by saying aye. Any opposed? Okay. I guess then we would take a vote. We don't.
That is correct, Mrs. Good. Since there's only one individual nominated, we do not need
ballots, right?
That's correct.
Okay. All those in favor of Dr. Levinowitz as board president, say aye. Any opposed? Okay. Pass it on to you, Dr. Levinowitz.
Thank you, Ms. Good. Nominations are now in order for the office of vice president. Are there nominations, please?
I nominate Amy Franczyk.
Okay, Amber. Okay, we don't need a second. Okay, is there a motion? Any other nomination? Okay, motion to close nominations?
So moved.
Second. We have first and second. Okay, so now all those in favor of Ms. Amy Franczyk being vice president, board of school directors for Upper Delma School District, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, congratulations, Amy. Okay, we will now move on to the election of Assistant Secretary. Nominations are in order for the office of Assistant Secretary. There are nominations. May I have a nomination?
I nominate Brooke Evans.
Okay. Any other nominations? Is there a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
Second? Okay. All in favor of closing nominations signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay. Nomination is made for Brooke Evans to be the Assistant Board Secretary, Assistant Secretary. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, thank you. We're now moving to the next item. In board docs, we have one item. This is the, let me get down to it. This is the schedule for legislative meetings and locations 2019 calendar year. The attachment is in board docs. May I have a motion to move this item? Who was that?
Second.
Okay, Amy, second. Ms. Rothman. Any comments or questions on this item? I just would like to bring to the community's attention that we are changing the date of the legislative meeting. We're moving it to the end of the month. We're having the committee meetings will be earlier in the month, and then near the end of the month will be the legislative meeting, also on a Monday. So we're just switching that around so that the information is more current when we get to the legislative meeting. Those dates are, again, in board doc. Okay, we had a first and a second for the legislative meeting dates and locations for 2019 calendar year. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. There could be community input again, according to my agenda. Is there any community input based on these items? Sure.
Chairs of committees, finance,
That will be my decision. That'll be announced at the next legislative meeting.
the next week. Thanks.
Anyone else? Okay, any closing comments from the board members? Superintendent? Sir? Okay, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay, Ms. Good, second by Ms. Rothman. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we are adjourned.